Akila and I'm from 11 PKB and with my partner.
Hello everyone, my name is Syeina and I'm also from 11 Designer. So, what we want to do, Nadhirah?
We want to do podcast about future plans.
Yay! You've got them, I've got them. And of course, everyone has goals they want to achieve, right?
Absolutely. Especially at our age, future plans are always an interesting topic to discuss. I'm sure many of you listening in this podcast are in a phase where you are thinking, what do I want to do next, or what will my life be like in a few years?
Agreed. Sometimes we can get caught up into stuff. Probably, if I've been thinking a lot about what do I want to achieve in the next 5 to 10 years. Uh, um, what what do you think? I What do you think? Is it important to have a long term goal?
I think it's very important. Without long-term goals, it feels like you're wandering in the dark without a destination. Long-term goals are like a compass for our lives, but I've also learned that you need to be flexible. Not everything will go according to plan, and you have to be ready to adapt.
Yep, I completely agree. Sometimes we think life should be straightforward, but there are many things we don't predict that can happen, like the pandemic. For example, so many people's life plans change to company, right?
Exactly. The pandemic is a real example of how we need to be ready for uncertainty. Many people who had big plans for their business, careers, or even personal lives had to change everything due to unexpected circumstances. How about you? Did any of your plans change drastically because of the pandemic?
Definitely. At the time, I was super excited about graduation and planning to take a gap year to travel around Europe. I had booked the ticket and planned the itinerary, and then suddenly everything stopped. I had to brainstorm and then go back to work and focus on my career first.
Wow, I can imagine how disappointed you must have been. But what I admire about you is that you were able to adapt and make new plans. I think that's also a key part for tour planning, adaptability. We need to be flexible and change direction of obstacles come up unexpectedly.
Uh, that's so true. I learned that having a plan is important, but what's even more important is being flexible with it. You can have a plan A, but don't forget to make a plan B and even a plan C. Speaking of plans, Nat, do you have any long-term goals right now?
I really want to upgrade my skills in UI section.
Inshallah.
Since we're studying in an IT school with a designer major, and a lot of professions need those skills now. I'm also focusing on learning a new skill, which is studying a foreign language, because learning a new language has great benefits for the brain. But my big goal in the next few years is not just to master the language, but also to become a famous translator. I also want to study in that country, plus I want to be a role model and motivation for the people around me.
Why you want what the country you want to go there?
I want to go to Russia.
Why you want to go to that? Why you want to go to that country?
I want college in there and I want to study. I a lot of experience.
Oh, what's your motivation for I must go there? What's your motivation?
My motivation is we as a woman need always study and study because it will make us grow each day.
Wow, that's so cool. So you're aiming for skill that have impact, not just focusing on making money.
Yes. Exactly. I really want to upgrade my UX skill because we are studying in IT school with the design major, and jobs requiring those skills are increasing. The digital world is evolving fast, so I need to adapt to keep up with solid UX skill. I can help many people through besides that. People through design that are not aesthetic but also functional. Besides that, I'm really focused on learning a foreign language. I chose to study a language because besides boosting creativity, it also expands your cultural knowledge. But my big goal in the next few years is not just to be able to speak the language, but to become a famous translator. I want to translate various works and content for a wide audience. I also dream of studying in the country whose language I'm learning, so I can fully immerse myself in the culture and environment. Not only for myself, but I also want to be an example and a source of motivation for the dreams, whatever, for the people around me. I want to show that with hard work and focus, you can achieve your big dreams, whatever they may be, without waiting for the perfect time. Oh yeah, what about you? What long-term plans or goals do you have?
For me, my biggest dream is to make my parents proud. That's more important, right? And first, I really want to build a house for them. Also, then my biggest dream is go to an haji with my parents also, and I really want to take them there because it's their dream too. And for going on haji, my family will be the most precious moment of my life.
Wow, that's amazing, Syeina. You really care about your parents, mashallah. And besides that, do you have any plans for yourself too?
Definitely, I want to study to a scholarship and work there to gain experience and become more independent. I want to become expert in UI design, and also I'm currently learning a lot about it, about UI design, and also so in the future I want to be truly proficiently in this field. Besides that, I also dream for starting my own business, so I can earn income from some time I work.
Wow, that's impressive. So you want to study abroad, work there, become an UI UX experience, you are expert in UI design, and start your own business. That requires a huge effort, doesn't it?
Yes, I always believe that education is best in freshman. By studying abroad, I'm gain exposed to broader perspectives, more advanced technology, and of course, network with experts in the field. I also want to work with learning so I can become more independent and experience living outside my comfort zone. I will give me valuable experience, and that I can't get this from learning in the classroom. Moreover, is not just about creating something uh, aesthetically pleasing, but also about making something functionally that can positively impact others' life. That's why I want to become an expert in this field and not stop there. I also want to start my own business. This way, I can continue developing my creativity, achieve financial freedom, and work on something I love. And also, starting a business appeals to me because having your own business gives you more freedom in creating without being proud, being bound by office rules. Plus, I can help others by proving job opportunities. It feels great to have a positive impact on the community, doesn't it? But of course, it all times it is not instant.
Yeah, many people today want quick success but forget that the process is something that can be skipped, that can't be skipped. In fact, I believe that that's where we learn the most. Where we learn the most. Have you had any major lessons from learning your new skills for major?
A lot. On one of them is time management. It shows, but it's really important. If you can manage your time well, so everything will be chaotic. And then I use it to feel overwhelmed a lot because I was to focus on one thing, neglecting others. And also so now I'm more disciplined about time management. Alhamdulillah.
Exactly. I'm also working on time management. Sometimes we feel busy, but it turns out our time isn't efficient. One of the keys to personal growth is how we use our time.
Yes, especially when talking about future plan, it's this time is one of the most valuable research. Time keeps moving, and we can add more of it. So it's important to make the most of our time.
Yes, and beside time, one important thing in planning for the future is mindset. If you have wrong mindset, no matter how great your plans are, the result might not be optimal. For example, many people are afraid of failure. How do you think one should deal with the fear of failure when planning for the future?
That's a really good question. I think first of all, you need to change your perspective on failure, and also failure is isn't the end of everything, but a part of a process towards success. If I experienced failure in some of my projects, but from that I learned many things that eventually made me more prepared for the next plan.
Exactly. I've also read that many successful people talk about their failures. Some even say that if you never fail, it means you never tried anything new. So how important do you think it's to be brave and take risks and planning for the future?
Taking risk is crucial. If we stay too comfortable in our safe zone, we won't grow. But you also need to know when to take the right risks. Risks should be take uh, take safely, but should be calculated. I always believe that if you have a well thought out plan, you can be more prepared to face any risk.
That's a key point. You need to have calculation and strategies. Don't just jump in without knowing where you land. That's why I also learned the importance of learning from those who have succeeded before. They can be an inspiration for us in making future plans.
Right, I also enjoy reading and or watching videos about successful people, how they make plans and how they deal with failure, and also most importantly, how they keep evolving. That can be a great reflection for us in making future plans.
Besides that, oh yeah, maybe we